Hello, my name is Dayana Buitrago, and this is the summary of the speaking class. Okay, the first class was on March 15th, and we introduced ourselves and to learn about the experience in other courses or classes. And in this class, the teacher Ruby, the partner Vivian, and I participate. And then we watched the video about Fukushima nuclear power plant, and we expressed our opinion. We also talking about the different types of energy. For example, energy solar and energy nuclear. And then we working in the ebook. The theme, the defines the words. And in this exercise, one describe an image, and in this activity, we read and we had to find the definition according to the image. Then we read an article about the avalanche that occurred in Mocoa, Colombia. And after the reading, and the teacher corrects us the pronunciation of the different words, and the teacher asked us different questions about the reading to verify the comprehension of the text. And finally, we talking about different natural disasters, yes, and try to describe what happened in H1. Okay, and the second class was on March 20, and in the class come two new classmates named Jesus and Alejandra, who made their respective personal presentation that the class started working on in the ebook in the Unit 1, Lesson 3A. And in this lesson there is a video about his life in Alaska and in the weather in this place. And then each one of us say what we thought or understood about the video, and we say if they would like to live there, and I do not like. And then we continued working on the ebook in the Unit 1 and Lesson 2B, where we're writing different dialogues that talking about the special occasion. For example, happy birthday and congratulations. And we deduce from what occasion we were talking, whether it was a birthday, anniversary, or other special occasion. Then the teacher asked us to talk about the typical day for each one of us, which we did, and we did some question, the other about our daily routine. Then the use of verb was used to refer to different sports, and the verbs go, to do, to play. For example, I play the basketball, or I go to swim, yes. Then we watch a video about the Barranquilla Carnival, and each one of us side has opinion about the video, or was he understand after watching of the video, to then continue practice with a dialogue between two colleagues about the Barranquilla Carnival. And to finish the class, and the teacher present us with an exercise in which we will work on the use of the connector or cause and effect, which is a complementary activity. Okay, the class number 3 was held on March 22. In this class, I start with a review on the W question: which, where, who, what, and when they are used, and with some example. And then we watch a video to reinforce the topic, and which we talked about what the tone, and we asked 5 questions about it. For example, what's your name, and where are you from, and what color I like, I don't know. And then we did a reading about the talking formally and informally. We also about 10 tips to tell why. For example, is it relaxing? And we read the teacher explains some concepts and correct our pronunciation. And to classify the class, we review some synonyms or boring, yes, and with some examples. And in the class number 4 was held on March 27. In this class, we continued with the subject, the topic of the previous class, which was W question. This by means of a reading in which the importance of the use was explained. And then there was a conversation exercise in which they took advantage and asked different questions and answers among the participants, and about different topics such as our education and hobbies, activities, work, all topics. All these using the guide question that the teacher was showing us. And then to close the class, the teacher asked us to record an audio file with two tongue twister, and it's very difficult for me. And we watch a video about adjectives. Okay, the class number 5 is held on March 29. We start by citing as one of our daily activities, and then we did a job in the book. Remember something about the adjectives and sent in the previous class. And then we read the activity of the Unit 2, Lesson 3C, on the use of which, that, or wrong, trying to construct sentence using this word. And then we did some exercise applying the topic. And then we watched a video about present and past activities, and we will make know our opinion about the video and what we had understood, and trying to explain when they were activities in the past and when they were present. Then I read about the use of to be and get used to, and we did some exercise to remember the same. Then we read about report speech, and the teacher explained the topic, excuse me, and so I am left as an activity to complain. And the report speech is very difficult for me. I don't understand the topic. Okay. And the class number 6 was made on April 3. This class started with a small game of relating images with words, excuse me, and then the topic of using the can, could, and be able to. We working on making a Reddit about the topic, which was explained by the teacher with different examples, and then doing a practice exercise in the ebook and the guide. Then we did an activity in which we had to answer and some questions about our activities of interest, and first individual, and then share the answer with the group, and finally ask each other question. And finally we did in activity in which we should classify some words according to the gifts groups, such as a place and people, and this word, and I did in the book. Okay, class number 7 was held on April 5. In this class we started talking about daily activities and such as relaxing, and then we watched a video about the condition to exercise and what kind of clothes to wear. After watching the video, everyone said what they understood about it, and then we did a reading on the right clothes for sport, where the correction of pronunciation and explanation of the reading and practice different exercise was carried out. Then we talk about the clothes that are used for different sports and which is the most appropriate in each case. For example, when you use tennis for basketball, and different clothes. Yes, and we continue with a reading of the use have to and its explanation, and with an exercise for its correct use. finally, we watch a video in which events are narrated in simple present and the socialization of the same took place. Class number 8 was held on April 10 and began watch the video about the presentation and purpose of our organization. And we read how to give instruction for a game, and each one cite the instruction for the spot that they likes the most and some recommendation. In the same way, each one gives examples of orders using the imperative forms. For example, get out now, yes, or close the windows is imperative form, yes. And then among the attendants we participate in a dialogue with instruction in an imperative way and with some recommendation. Then we watch the use to distinct facts from opinions, and we start with a reading in which opinion were expressed about the city in the compared with real facts to determine what were facts and where is opinion, and assign different facts and opinion according to data that were shown or according to belief on each one. For example, and in my opinion, my son is very beautiful, yes. And in the other opinion, and I don't know, my house is very big, yes. And then we did an exercise or comparative and superlative, comparing some images, reading some sentence, and then watching a video. And finally, we answered a survey about the speaking meeting. Okay, the class number 9 was held on April 12. We started talking about the tradition or custom of Easter, which reading, which correct the pronunciation, and then made an explanation. For example, Colombia is a Catholic country, yes. The people wears a mask, yes. Then there was a review of the punctuation marks and their use, and in addition the teacher shared a link to a dictionary in which not only tell us the meaning of the word, but also give us example of how to use in it and tell us the utilitarian word. Of course, she taught or how to use it, yes. And then we did the reading or a scene in which there with several characters, which I am of improving of reading in pronunciation. And then we worked an exercise in which had to different the pros and cons of an exercise. Class number 10, which was held on April 17, and we start with some games. This is nice, the class, and where we first review the preposition. In this game we had to observe the image that was shown on the screen and select the object according to the sentence and place in the where shown. And I go and in this way grammar score. Yes, for example, a book on the sofa and the lamp on the desk. I don't know. No, I don't know. Then we play the organized word to for sentence according to the images that we watch on the screen with the conditionals. Yes. After we play the handed man. Yes. With the them of animals in order to remember this vocabulary. Yes, and the first select the vowels and is for easy for the words. Yes. This was a very interesting class. I like it very much. Thank you very much for your attention. Bye bye.